You trying to distract me? You know we got a dead Tariq, right?
I know.
Is Tariq in trouble or something?
I don't know.
Well, the cops was just asking about him, but I ain't tell him that he was here.
Tariq's here? That 200K is ours. I'm gonna let no one know.
Shit. What is it? They're here and there's fucking more on the way.
Don't worry about it. We'll get to the bottom of it.
Tariq, I made it up to you. Are we good?
How do I know you and Tariq ain't trying to run a long game? Hell no. If you jealous, just say that.
Welcome back, Top Notch Gang, to another video. And as you can see, we're diving into Effie today, and I mainly want to focus on how her story ends and if she dies, as the actor Alex Laprie has teased some details about her not liking her ending, that she wished it was different, and that she maybe died. We're gonna go into details of that, but if she did die, if it's by Kane's hand, Tariq's hand, we're gonna dive into all the details of that based off what we just got at the end of episode 1, with her betraying Kane once again, helping out Tariq, letting him know they're there, and also with new trailers and scenes we got that's gonna take place in the future, conversations between Effie and Kane, Effie and Tariq, and also new relationships that's gonna form. We gotta talk about how all of this is gonna play a factor into where Effie ends up, if Tariq should forgive her, will Kane forgive her for this new betrayal. And to piece all this together, we of course are gonna have to talk about who Effie is as a character and past betrayals we've seen her make and how they could connect or differ from this time around. We're just gonna have to dive into all of that. So as usual, you guys can leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below and your predictions for episode 2. But let's go ahead and get right into it. Now we need to first get into who Effie is as a character, because this definitely isn't her first betrayal, and with a long season ahead of us, this probably won't be her last. But she always looks out for number one, self-preservation. That's what her mindset is.
Hey, but you gotta do what you gotta do for now, right?
I always do.
She felt like she never had no one to worry about her, so she worried about herself. She tries to put herself in the best position possible to make things happen, to get where she wants to be in life. And with that comes her betraying the people close to her time and time again. We see multiple characters express this throughout the entirety of Book Ghost.
Now Effie got arrested, and you know her. She only cares about number one.
Yeah, that's why we need to be careful with our next move.
Just hurry up and drop me off so you can do whatever it is you do like you always do. Effie always gonna look out for Effie, right?
Kane.
Behind all her prior betrayals, there was clear motives and reasonings to why she did each, even going back to the original Power, when she of course stitched on Tariq at Cho and got him kicked out so she could sell herself, make more money, than her going behind his back and taking out Lauren, telling Kane about her, doing the job herself, hiding from him because of course Lauren was a snitch. And then with her out the way, obviously she could be with Tariq, even going on to her getting arrested, Tariq getting her out, and she felt like he left her high and dry, so she turned him into Noma, telling her all the information she gave him on Anya Covington so that she could have something to fall back on if it went south. So she's shown a repeated habit of doing what's best for her, what's in her best interest, whether you think it's wrong or fucked up or not. All those made sense. But now comes season 4, her saving Tariq. We gotta dive into the details of that, because this one is way more confusing, and we're gonna break down why and the outcome of all of this with Kane and Tariq, her relationship with both of them going forward. Now let's start with Tariq, because this one's kind of funny. As I just mentioned, all her betrayals, she betrayed this nigga 3 times already: the Cho situation, the Lauren situation, and now this. So for her to try to save him at this moment, it's just downright hilarious. And we see, as I said and showed in the intro, they're gonna have a conversation about this, I believe in episode 2. We see them at school. We already got a picture of Tariq in this fit, and we also know with the episode 2 description description talks about him and Braden being regular college students. So this is when I expect this conversation to take place in this next coming episode, and she's basically asking him to forgive her, make sure they're good, they're square, get back on the right page and shit like that. But did she really save his life? Let's be honest, she was about to sit and watch him die in the warehouse, and now 24 hours later, all of a sudden you want to fix shit or you want to try to help him, when on campus Kane probably wouldn't have even run into him whether he knew they were there or not, and then he still got shot at by the other white nigga who Noma sent. So did you really help him in a situation? I wouldn't say so. So should Tariq forgive her? Fuck no. This is the third time. What did J. Cole say? Fool me one time, shame on you. Fool me twice, can't put the blame on you. Fool me 3 times, fuck the peace signs, load up that chopper and let it rain on you. He need a smoker. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if she tried to help him. She gotta go. And if Tariq works with her again in any way, I can't fuck with Brody no more. I ain't gonna lie. It's one time too many at this point.
A snake bitch, Effie. And I know they all look out for their fucking self.
And now that brings us to Kane, which is going to be the most interesting factor throughout the rest of the season for a few reasons. One, obviously he's been chasing and pursuing her over the course of these last 3 seasons just because she was with Tariq. She was another girl in the game. I guess she kind of reminds him of Monet. They eventually started sleeping together, whatever. But then she dubbed his ass when he went to visit her at the police station, even though he was the one who called her in jail, let her know that someone was going to try to take her out and was the reason she survived. But she still was basically like, fuck you or whatever. Come season 4 now, we see them kissing, making out, whatever, and he even peeped in. He asked like, you trying to distract me? And told her again, hey, you know we gotta dead your boy Tariq. She here looking sad and shit. She's like, yeah, I know. Which at this point, I would think she has no problem with it, considering the fact she just was at the warehouse when they were trying to do it and our boy Braden had to come and save him. But either way, she's going with Kane all around to take out Tariq. But when the moment comes, she folds and decides to text him, let him know Kane's here, other people on the way, to try to help him escape in some way, shape, or form. Now, the interesting part, of course, comes at the end of this episode where Kane kind of peeps something is up with her, that she might have alerted him, let him know. He give her the little side look, like she been iffy about the Tariq situation the whole time, and he had to let it be known in this moment. And this makes a lot of sense because we got a leaked exclusive clip, of course, of Kane asking her how I know you and Tariq aren't trying to play the long game. So he's gonna be peeping all these signs throughout the rest of the season, and I think it's gonna get to a point where what he said in episode 1, Effie is all about Effie, he start to realize that, and she's more of a detriment to him than he noticed at first. And this is of course where Noma comes into the picture. We of course saw the scene and clips of Noma and Kane. Everyone think they're gonna get together, and I've been reading all the episode descriptions over the past few weeks that Noma's gonna be keeping Kane close. She's gonna be sending him on missions, to got him fighting in fighting rings, got him in a club with her. They're gonna be making moves with one another. And we got another scene of Kane asking Effie, is she jealous about this new relationship? So I think he's gonna dub her ass eventually too, and everyone's gonna see her for exactly as they saw her before. But what happens to her? How does her story truly end? We know her goal was always to make the money, hit a number, and then she'll be out the game once and for all. But this is power. No one is truly ever out the game. For almost every other character, we have a clear and direct path and storylines that's gonna take place. Of course, Kane versus Drew, Diana and her pregnancy, of course, with Tariq. Everyone pretty much have storylines set up, so it makes it seem as if Effie would just get out the game or that she would die early. And once again, with this being power in the last and final season, that is looking pretty likely in my opinion. But then how does it come to fruition? Who does it? Is it Kane? Is it Tariq? Is it someone like Braden? What reason would there possibly be? And at what time does this take place with all these other storylines going on? Overall though, that's it for this video. You guys can leave your thoughts and opinions on this theory and idea down below of what do you think will happen to Effie, because I honestly don't know. I think all the other character storylines have been showcased so far, as I've said, and she's the character that we honestly know the least about, her and Brayden, that is. And it's funny because I just seen on her Instagram story that she says she doesn't really like the ending of her character. Now this obviously doesn't mean that she died or anything, but just that probably it was unexpected or doesn't really make sense, doesn't add up, or it wasn't as connected with the other characters. We shall see. But I didn't put her on my debt predictions because we didn't get much of her in the trailer, or they didn't talk about her in any of the descriptions, and it makes it seem as if her character isn't as relevant as all the other ones, and that's probably the biggest reason I do believe she will die before the end of the season. But once again, I want to hear your thoughts and opinions down below. As usual, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out.